I'm the girl on a bike, Vanessa Rook, and I'm here in Tunisia for the Tunisia Desert Challenge. Big race, big rally, lots of bikes, lots of trucks, and I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you what it's all about. I guess I should probably tell you a little bit more about where I am. So I am in the bivouac on the base point of where the Tunisia Desert Challenge is started. Now this is a moving bivouac. There is 8 days of riding and we will be getting on the bikes. Our team, Desert Rose, that's who I'm here with, and the bivouac, we've got some traffic coming through. I'm live in the bivouac right now. And they will then be transporting the mechanics, our tents, etc. to where we will then finish riding each day, and we will camp up and get some rest and carry on in the desert. So we are going to be doing a completely new route every single day. You can hear some of the noises that are going on in bivouac. It is incredibly exciting. It's officially happening. Let's sign on. I've got my little stamp sheet, so it's all super well organised. I've submitted loads of paperwork before, done loads of payments, and we've got to go around and check everything off, like the fact that we've got our flares, we've got our race insurance, all that kind of stuff. I'm about to pick up my GPS trackers, and then we'll get them on the bike, and then it's bike scrutineering. Right then, sign on is complete. That was pretty pain-free, which was good. I'm now going to walk back to the bivouac. So there's 2 big hotels, bivouac's in the middle. This is the sort of main organisation hotel. I'm actually staying in the other one. So there's a little bit of walking backwards and forwards in these early days, but I've got my card all stamped up, and I've got my 2 GPS trackers. So an Erie tracker and the ERTF. They are the safety devices that checks all the waypoints and make sure that if we have an incident we can get help, and I'm very much hoping I won't have to use that help system, but it's required when you're disappearing off into the desert on a motorcycle. So time to get those installed to the bike, and then I will have my bike scrutineered, and then I should be pretty ready for the day. Random bivouac entertainment going on. There's some absolutely mental horsemanship. They're like charging around, sharing horses, bombing about, and these horses don't even go monkeys about the engines, like the massive yates. Look at the size of this guy next to me, the buggies. These things are all starting up and doing their testing, and the horses are just like, we're here to show. Screening time, obviously making sure that all of our safety systems are in, and then they'll be checking my body armour. So this is not a rally outfit. Don't ride a bike like this. I've ridden 100 metres from bivouac to get it signed off, so yeah, not the best outfit for a motorbike. Okay, so obviously the bike's transported without fuel, so I've had to drive through town and get some fuel from the local fuel stop. Now through the rest of the rally we will be getting fuel support from the organisers, but you start with your stuff. I put trousers on, don't worry. Get seeing a bit of Tunisia. So the first couple of days of a big rally like this is just a whole load of admin and jumping through hoops and ticking the right boxes and doing all that kind of stuff, and sort of getting yourself to a point where in 2 days time, because tomorrow is the prologue day, which is a shorter day, only 150k. I say only 150k. And then getting yourself ready to be able to go off into the desert to do 300 to 500k off-road. So there's lots of admin stuff. Keep talking about my bike. I've just filled up my bike. I've got it signed off. So I thought it's probably about time to introduce you to my bike. Now I am using Desert Rose Racing, and they are a rally support company. I use them for Romaniacs and Qatar Rally. Really trusted pair of hands. I'm also using their support on the bike. So I'm on a Beta 480RR. Now this has a few very important tweaks to it. So first one is suspension setup. I've got K-Tech suspension for my weight and all sorted for me, which is going to make a much smoother, more comfortable journey, a whole lot less kicking around and being kicked in the bottom when I hit rocks and stuff. It's obviously got a full nav tower on the front, so you've got the road book set up in there. There are certain things you might spot, like flare bolted in, some of the rider weight that I have to carry being put onto the bike instead of my body. It's got a longer range fuel tank on it, so I need to be able to do 250k stints in a go. And then it's protection, so it's got service, handguards, things like that. Where is it? There we go. And it's about just kind of keeping the bike as robust as possible to be in the desert. I've obviously put Michelin tyres on as well, so I've got their desert spec tyres, which will give me a lot of endurance, a lot of reliability, but they'll also be able to handle the sand dunes. And that is the key things of my bike. So I'm here because I want to grow as a person. There's been many moments, particularly in the last 24 hours, where I very much questioned my choices, because it's really quite scary. It's overwhelming. It's intimidating. The desert is huge. My bike is big. We've got big mileage to do. But the only way to grow is going outside your comfort zone. And that's what I'm kind of here to do, to try and grow. My goal is obviously to make the finish line. Whether I make it is, we'll find out in the next 8 days, won't we? Right then, it's lunchtime and I am on full calorie intake. I've been trying to increase my intake for the last week, but I've not been feeling very well, and I thought I should probably tell you about that. So I nearly didn't come to Tunisia because of how ill I'm feeling for the last 10 days. I've had the most horrific headache. I got blood test results as I was on the way to the airport, which showed some liver issues and some stuff going on. But I made the decision that I should come anyway, because I've got this far. It takes a lot of energy to get to the start line of one of these rallies, and my body still has time. So I have got a pretty bad headache. It's definitely doing a bit better today. I rested last night, and I've certainly had moments where I've really questioned why I've come to Tunisia. Will I be able to start? Starting to think that maybe my body is starting to get over this viral infection, and maybe I will be able to start, which is good. So back to the food. I am carb loading. I've just had a plate of spaghetti, you can't really tell, and I've got a whole load of pizza as well, just trying to take on some solid carbohydrates, energy. So hopefully that does it. There is a lot of walking backwards and forwards to the bivouac and the admin, the hotel and the briefings and stuff today. I've done so many steps that my Garmin Forerunner watch has pinged up a notification saying, you are far more active than normal on a Thursday. And I'm like, yeah, my legs can feel it. Anyway, I'm just going back from the briefing on the emergency systems back to my hotel, and spotted this amazing truck, all sort of branded up as one of the Tunisia Desert Challenge vehicles, and was like, are you going that way? So I'm in this truck. It's absolutely pimp. Once he drops me off, I'll try and get a little clip of it as it pulls away, because it is pretty sick. So I'm saving my legs. Okay, it's morning of stage 1 of the rally, which basically means the prologue, and we have a 45k liaison, then we've got about a 52k special test, and then I think it's another 48k or something like that back. So we're looking at just under 150k today, and that's just the prologue, the warm-up. Welcome to the big boy rallies, Vanessa. I'm eating my breakfast, and then I'm going to get down. We actually have a photo shoot this morning. It sounds all glamorous. It is pretty damn cool. So Gert, the organiser of the Tunisia Desert Challenge and the Morocco Desert Challenge and loads of other absolutely epic sounding events, loves an aerial photo of all of the competitors, because this is actually one of the biggest rallies. One of their rallies last year actually had more trucks than the Dakar. It's serious rally. One to look up, one to put on your bucket list, that's for sure. Well, I'm saying that having not done it. Hopefully I'm going to survive it. I'm going to eat my breakfast, and I'll keep you updated as the rally proceeds. It is time for all the competitors to assemble. So my bike is up on the front line. You've got 375 vehicles coming in. There are a lot of vehicles in this rally. I'm the only female on a motorcycle. There are loads of females in the other wagons, which is awesome to see. But yeah, it's pretty impressive watching them all come in. We're going to get a shot from a helicopter. I was just that person. Sorry, Poltara's just had a photo with him. He's here on the T7. I know I've told you it before. It weighs quite a lot compared to my bike, and he's going to be out there doing the same soft Tunisian sand dunes. It's his first road book. He's the most incredible rider, so I have every confidence in him. It's very exciting to see someone just pushing what you can do on bikes to that level. So go Poltara's! By the time you see this video, you'll know how he did, which is even more exciting, really. The photo's done. I've just been offered to have a go in a Wildcat, my dream car. As a kid, I had posters of a Wildcats all over my bedroom walls, and I'm about to go in one. There it is! Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. I gotta get in it. I'm in a Wildcat. My legs are just about long enough. My heart rate is starting to accelerate. It's at 100 and I'm just sat here.
Lots more.
Lots more rev. Okay, I've got to hit the engine.
Rev it up. Give it a go.
Oh, like loads and loads.
Loads.
There we go. Okay. Oh wow, that's a lot of revs. Oh my goodness, this is like a childhood dream. I'm in a bowler Wildcat. Wow. Gosh, the power. It just slides. Now it makes me want to try doing rally driving. Thank you so much.
No problem.
You've literally just made a childhood dream.
Okay.
Wow, you're gonna have an amazing rally.
Yeah, I think.
Thank you. Back to my beast. Off for the briefing. I just got myself a ride. I don't know where the day goes when you're rallying. Suddenly it's time to go. I'm all ready. I've got all my kit, I've got water, my road book's in. It's time to do the liaison and then special test, stage 1. So let's do this. Liaison is down. We are at the start line of the prologue special test and it's happening. Vanessa, the bike, the girl on a bike in the desert. I think I'm going to call her Sandy and we'll see how today goes. Whether that name sticks. It's probably worth it to do that. I'm actually feeling amazingly calm right now. I remember being on the start line for Qatar, which is my first rally, and I had a bit of a nervous breakdown. You can watch that in my other video. But I'm feeling pretty relaxed. Okay, I said maybe 10 minutes ago that I didn't feel nervous. Now I feel nervous. I feel a little bit sick. There's probably 10 bikes in front of me. And then it's all me, Vanessa. Was like building my confidence and not being put off by everybody getting lost in front of me. Oh man, I went through a lot of emotions then. I got overtaken loads at the start and I had like imposter syndrome. Like I'm not good enough to be here. But then I just kind of tried to focus on this and as I got more relaxed in there, I got a bit faster and I overtook people.
It's a game of self-belief.
It really is, isn't it? Part of the exhaustion of these rallies is not just the riding, it's the admin as well. So I'm in the hotel at the other end of the bivouac, but the main hotel where they give out the road books is at the other hotel. So it's a 15-minute walk each way. So I've just walked to get my road book for tomorrow. It will all change after tomorrow because we will be in the bivouac. But it's a lot of walking. give me a lift. Can I have a lift?
Taxi?
Ah, my hero. Yes, I'm getting a lift. Okay, cut. I am back in the UK, far greener location, and I've been going through all of the Tunisia footage and I've realised it's just a little bit too long to have in one video. You have seen the start to the race. Next, it's time for day one. So check out my next video in this 3-part series of the Tunisia Desert Challenge. And I warn you, the next video gets very, very emotional. I have promised to be incredibly real, open, and share everything that I'm going through in doing this race, and that is exactly what I do in the next one. Expect some tears, expect some fires, and let me know in the comments how you get on. Now remember, this is part 1. You've got 2 more parts to watch, and I really hope you can find the time to watch them all. I'm Vanessa Ruck, the girl on a bike, here from the comfort of my garden in England, but I can guarantee the next couple of videos are going to show you some of the realities of extreme rally race.